Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over my plan to make gold while leveling in Shadowlands. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we're going to be going over how to actually make gold while we're actually leveling. So basically I had a thought the other day and I was like, well, if I'm going to be leveling in the next couple of weeks or so, and I'm going to be trying to get to level 60 as fast as possible, I want to at least have some form of gold income coming in. And the criteria for it is basically the highest priority is the leveling. Like, leveling my characters is the highest priority. Now, I do want to make gold, so what can I do for very little time to give me the best return while I'm leveling, and it only takes a maximum of like 11-15 minutes per day. So that being the case, that is what I'm actually basically doing, and we're actually going to go over a couple of things which I've actually come up with. So basically what my plan is for a load of my characters. So I've actually looked them up right now. We have GG, the one with the little funny like dash above the A, I can't remember what they're called. But basically he is an engineer, and we're going to actually be crafting sky golems. Now sky golems have one of the best returns going for mount production. I'm just super lazy. And you would think that is a fair bet, but seriously, I do forget to do the jards. But the thing for this is I'm going to make a load of characters with sky golems. So we have GG, we have Nyros, Balforg, GG again, because that's the Demon Hunter version, and then you've got Nestragosa and the Irnos, which is my warrior. Now these guys subsequently can produce sky golems. Well, nearly can produce sky golems. What I've actually been doing, like yesterday evening after I was doing all of my stuff and I was actually doing my calculations for this, is I can put in 16,000 gold into Ghost Iron Ore, and within 30 days I can produce a mount that can give me a return of 22,000 gold. That's pretty damn good in like the grand scheme of things. So my plan is to craft sky golems, and then while I'm actually leveling I can actually produce something, and by the end of my leveling experience, or by the end of that 30 days, I have a load of mounts which are able to be sold for a decent amount of gold overall, and I've not actually wasted much time. I've still been able to keep up a production line and also be able to keep on with all of that. Now, a craft takes roughly around about 2 minutes. The only thing is leveling your Pandaren engineering. So if you don't know how to get a sky golem, you're going to want to get yourself to level 75 in Pandaren engineering. Now that is just so you can learn the actual recipe and craft it, so regardless from that you will need to do that. Okay, so I've actually got a hold of all of my stuff, so we're actually going to max her out when it comes to all of our stuff. I actually didn't really just pay attention to the bolts, I just typed in 48, I'm pretty certain I've got some. But that is not the actual point. The point is to get ourselves to 75 in the Pandaren engineering, so then we don't have to worry about all of that moving forward. So now we're at 75 because obviously she's never had any proper profession, so it comes up Zen Master. For all of that, I just crafted the mist piercing goggles because they're like one of the best ways of doing it. The wowprofessions.com is one of the best resources to actually level your professions, and I find this to be really helpful in the grand scheme of things. Now, to actually get the recipe for the sky golem, what we're going to be wanting to do is find rare elites. Now, I find that the best way of actually doing this, or trying to actually find anything of value, is basically just going into the Vale of Eternal Blossoms and just massacring everything until they drop. So even with the rares, you even get a load of stuff that actually gives you a load of cloth and stuff, which is kind of handy because you actually can make some variation of gold with that. So I mainly will not actually focus on these rares right here, but we're just going to kill them anyway just for the sake of it, because I see them up on my mini map and I'm like, I want to go get them. But what I really do is I make my way over to this part over here, which is obviously haven't done it on this character yet, and basically it's where the Mogu are. And with the Mogu, it's pretty dead simple. You just slaughter them until you actually get a hold of the recipe. and the recipe combines the Jar's peculiar energy source, and it also gives you the Sky Golem recipe as well. So it's it's all-in-one recipes. It's like the Jar's recipe journal or something to that effect. But other than that, it's really easy in order to do, and we're actually going to try and do it now while we're actually doing this, so I can actually show you guys how it actually works and all that jazz. But the other things of note that we would actually want to be doing, so we'll want to jump over here, and we're just going to want to kill a load of these guys and make sure that they die. Yesterday I literally got this like in the first kill, so be prepared that sometimes you may be lucky, sometimes you may be not. But also, if you're killing the Mogu, you do have the ancient Gulai cash keys to give in for additional gold. So that is something you can do moving forward. But we'll just kill all those guys there and hope that we don't actually get any. Ta-da-da-da. But aside from all of that, it's very easy in order to get hold of the Sky Golem recipe once you've actually leveled up your engineering. Make sure that you're leveled your profession first before you even start farming this, because it's pretty pointless if you're not actually going to be using because it's pretty pointless trying to farm for the recipe, as it won't drop unless you're an engineer. So learn your engineering first and then you'll be able to get on with it. But aside from that, what else do I intend on doing when I'm actually leveling? So while I'm leveling, I will probably be leveling up my gathering professions, of course, as I'm running quests. But aside from that, I will be crafting the Jar's peculiar energy source for the Sky Golems, and I will be actually farming up the Tome of Lost Legion, which is actually on the Isle of Thunder, which is just over here. And basically what you'll be wanting to do is run around the entire of the island searching for the rares once a day and see if the rares are up. You can do this more than once a day, it's about once an hour, but I do it like once a day just on a casual front. And you can usually get about 3 Tomes of Lost Legion with your Warlock. Remember, it is a Warlock farm, and I'll be able to actually resell those. That is what I intend to do moving forward. I want to actually level up my engineers first to actually craft the Sky Golem, and then I'll be doing that. So I actually added this all up into an actual spreadsheet the other day, and I actually had a look at this and I cross-referenced it with all of my other stuff. So if I pull that up right now, it came up to, if I level up Gorin, my new hunter that I'm leveling for Shadowlands, I'm actually doing that in the evening and trying to get him to craft Sky Golems as well, I can actually produce a monthly profit, so this is excluding the sell price, of 142,000 gold per month. That's pretty damn good for a 2-minute craft, because it takes about 2 minutes to craft the item in question. In order to create your Sky Golem. And then with the Tome of Lost Legion, it's roughly around about 7 minutes per run. So that's pretty damn good. That equals to actually 204,000 gold per month on monthly profit, because you're not actually crafting anything. And add those together, and that actually gives you somewhere between 350,000 gold per month. That's pretty damn good. It's just shy of 350,000 gold per month. And that is all just doing 9 minutes a day's worth of logging into your characters and doing your Sky Golem crafts. So I think this is a really good way in order to do. You're only really farming up 2 things, which is Tome of Lost Legion, and you're also crafting the Sky Golem. So that is what I intend to do while actually leveling up my characters when in Shadowlands, because I want to see if I want to get like gold while I'm leveling. So just makes sense for the first few months I have that passive gold coming in while I'm leveling up my professions, while I'm leveling up my characters, and just getting myself sorted in order to make gold within Shadowlands, because it's obviously going to take a little while. Obviously the gathering stuff will be straight off the bat, everyone's going to be on gathering. But what about professions? I want to be able to cover those and all that stuff. So I want to make sure that I've got a good gold cash flow coming in, and then I can actually have other gold to actually reinvest into Shadowlands stuff as well. So that is something I do intend to do moving forward. Now, aside from all of that, this is mainly just an update on what I've actually been playing around with. trying to actually spend as little time, which is 9 minutes, to make 350,000 gold per month with just the Sky Golem craft and the Tome of the Lost Legion. That is what I've actually come up with. I was playing around with Garn Night Howl, but that only ever equaled in 11,200 gold per month. That's pretty bad. So probably won't do that. But the Tome of Lost Legion and the Tome of Lost Legion and the Sky Golem is actually looking like one of the best ways to actually make gold with all of that stuff. So that is something we can do moving forward. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much what I've actually been doing. I do intend to actually flesh this out a little bit more, and I will tell you what I have got set up for Shadowlands. Hopefully I can have the full gold making set up and ready for all of that stuff before the Scourge event comes out on the 10th. So I've got 5 days to actually sort all that out. I reckon I can do it. But just want to keep you guys in the know on my gold making routine, as obviously when it comes to pre-patch I'll be shoving out a load of different types of content when that actually hits, and then subsequently while we're leveling we're obviously going to be obviously I'm going to be doing videos on different types of things for Shadowlands to keep you guys in the know and all that jazz. And then once we're all max level and we're all set with our professions, we can do some proper gold making, because beginning of an expansion is one way of making a stupid amount of gold. Other than that, guys, have an awesome rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. If you want to support the channel and help make the channel even better, then why not check out the Patreon? Members get additional info, gold making resources, and Patreon specific content. The link is located in the description down below. Thank you and have an awesome day. Literally, as soon as I just finish the video, I go kill mobs and I get the schematic. There you go. That's how you get your Sky Golem stuff.